Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where we are currently fighting Fazan, and there's nobody else in this war. They had no allies, which is remarkable. We're going to see what we can get out of this, but we just need to get this siege down first. The Holy Roman Empire had the coldest period of the Little Ice Age. Good for you, Holy Roman Empire. So, okay, the beater, sure. And we're currently going net negative. This is due to cities being looted down here, or at least in part. What else is going on here? Rooting out corruption. Okay, sure. we're spending a lot of money on that. We should probably think about cutting that a little bit. I don't want to go into debt over this, so let's be sitting somewhere around here for right now. That seems good. We're going to have this corruption gone fairly soon as it is, so that seems good. Okay, how long do we have before our next technology? 11 years? Okay. Manufactories just spawned, and it is spreading everywhere that there are manufactories. That's good. We like this. Of course, it's spreading a little bit less quickly here because we are not at peace. So we definitely want to wrap this war up sooner rather than later. We're going to finish up this siege shortly, but we're not quite there yet. Okay, it did end at 14%. That was good luck. I like it. So we're going to get another conversion going here. I'm going to split off one unit. They're going to go here. And our other two, land movement blocked by this hostile fort. That's rude. Okay, I was going to go stack wipe this and go take that quick, but apparently that's not a thing. So our truce with the HRE is now up. And we won a naval battle. I didn't even realize they had a navy. Okay, sure. That seems fine. So we're going to get this siege completed eventually. Corsica has now been integrated. Beautiful. So we're going to mothball this fort, and the Corsican troops, of course, are right here. I don't think they're actually useful to us at this moment. I'm going to get them out of there for the moment, and we're just going to bring these guys on in. And I think we'll just disband this. We don't need to have these. Okay, we'll group these together, and we'll just need to get this siege finished up. They've got a lot of forts. Interesting. So do we want to pay 40 admin power or 500 ducats? The answer is 40 admin power right now. So that's absolutely great. And we're net negative again financially. Just barely. Okay, we'll sit about here. Seems good. So we're currently at 60 autonomy here. We lost the siege of Massawa down this way. Whatever. We don't care about that. This is only a level 1 fort here, so that'll go down very, very quickly. I'm going to split off some of our units here. Our heir is going to die. Either way. So what's the stats on our current heir? 336? I mean, that's okay stats, for sure. That's pretty decent stats. That's unfortunate. We can't stop it from dying. So, okay. Do we want to lose the stability, or do we want to lose 10 prestige? I'm going to take the prestige hit. So our heir has died. We will get another one soon enough. So that seems okay. Local tax increase in Taif. That's nice. But what I want to do right now is I want to split out these cannon and 4 units of infantry. I'd love it for these guys to make their way back here, but we can't yet. So we're just going to be chilling here for the moment. Actually, we're just going to move these guys here. This is a too high level of a fort. Understood. That's a lot of ducats. I'm going to take the ducats. Sounds great. We'll invest those soon enough. But first, I want this war to end. It should be over very soon. So we're going to wrap up this siege as soon as we can. We did get a breach, which means that technically we could assault this. Or we could order a artillery barrage, but we already have a breach. So I don't see a reason to do that. But assaulting is probably a terrible idea. I don't think there's a reason to. So we're just going to chill here for now. We're at 21%. That will continue to be worked on. So that seems okay. These guys are just chilling down here. Okay. Let's move up to Jeddah for now. So that looks good. I don't see a problem there. And these are all pretty low, but it's fine. We don't have any power issues at this moment. So everything's looking good on that front. And we do still have one too many diplomatic relations, but I'm okay with that. So for the time being, this is seeming fine. I want to check in on the HRE here. Yeah, everybody's voting for Fars. It's very rude. 441 is the new heir. I mean, that's basically average. It's fine. So we're about to finish this siege. We're on 49%. Any tick now. Any tick and this will finish. Our Duke died. Okay. So our consort has 344. That's pretty good stats. We did lose the stability there. That's understood. And we could gain 50 admin power. I think that's a good thing to do. We'll take that. Okay, the Siege of Fezzan is over. We're going to head up and deal with these guys while this force comes down and attacks here. It should be nice and clean here. Should take very, very little time to get this taken over. We're already at 7% at the beginning of this, so that looks great. Royal marriage offer from Alexandria. We'll accept that. Naval tradition for another stability. No. I don't want to spend another stability right now. We're already at 2, and I want to bring us back up to 3 for institution spread. So we're going to do that. There we go. And then we're going to just stack in here. We're at 35%. This is going to end any moment now. So this war is very close to being over. They can't really contest us in any meaningful way. Okay. They're now offering us peace. We decline this. So we're at 99%, and that's understood. We could walk down here and try to deal with these guys. I don't really care to if we can help it. So we can go for this. This would be their full annexation, 28.9 AE. No one actually that matters cares. So that sounds good. We're going to do this. We're going to take 150 ducats, and we're going to full annex them. Beautiful. Glorious victory. So we're going to walk up this direction, and these two forts are probably fine to hold. They're in reasonably strategic locations, so I think that'll be okay. We'll sort by cost here and go from the top down. Excellent. And we'll need to get those cores going. There's still these guys down over here. I don't suppose we have a way to get there. Not really. They don't have the ability to actually siege that. Sailing all the way down is, of course, possible, but awkward. I would rather we didn't. But we're going to go for it. Only one maneuver pip, unfortunate. But we can make our way over to here. There we go. So these guys, they're going to come up over this way, and we're going to sail around, and hopefully we don't lose too many transports on the way. We'll see. We lost this general, so we should roll up a new one. There we go. And we can also grab a diplomatic idea. I think we should actually do this. Naval force limit modifier is a big deal. Hang on. What's our... We're at 100%? Okay. But what if... Okay, our fleet maintenance was maxed. Good to know. I thought that our fleet maintenance was low, and I was like, that could be a problem. Fars is demanding unlawful territory. I decline. Have fun, Fars. You want to fight us? We'll fight you. We'll see if they want to do anything about that. I doubt it. I highly doubt that they want to do anything about that. So, checking in here, we can get up to 20 additional land force limit. Now, I do want to build more great synagogues, and getting these built is a reasonably high priority. So we'll get that going. And I'd like to put even more money into that. Our overextension is a bit up there right now. Our truce with Castile is now over. Sure. 10 prestige? Yeah, we'll take that. That sounds great. We'll get an additional core going here, and then there's only one more core that needs to be done. So now the question is, how's this fleet doing? I think we'll make it around. I don't think we'll lose ships. We're doing pretty well. Good. We're sticking to the coast, so it should be reasonably okay, but that's still a long journey. No doubt about that. So I'd like to get more of these constructions done. We've got a lot of money expenditures that we want to make, and I'm wondering right now, and yeah, high naval attrition, that's expected. Let's maximize our rooting out of corruption. We don't have too much more corruption here. These guys are, ooh, they're much lower now. I don't know that this is going to go all that well. We might not actually be able to make it. I'm wondering if we can get fleet basing rights in Kilwa. They have 35 reasons not to. Let's see about over here. No. Maybe over here? 38 reasons not to. This is going to be spicy. We're very close, but we lost a lot of ships. Okay. We're going to need to queue up some more transports here then. But also, we're going to need more transports here. We can't go around Africa. That's very clear at this point. We're down to 22 ships here. And nobody's willing to give us fleet basing rights. So, we'll see. Do any of our ships make it? Actually, we seem to have made it with 22. Okay. Well, that's something. Anyway, I'm going to take these galleys, and I'm going to delete them. I don't want to have any military power out over here right now. And then we're going to need more ships here. So we know that we need currently 40. So we don't have the money to queue up more of these right now. We'll give it a month kick. And then eventually another. We're losing our great power status. I'm not terribly concerned about this. We'll get that dealt with soon. Okay. So there's 40 transports here. We're going to need to build 40 more up over this way. And I'm going to want to do that down over this direction, I think. So let's get a ship going here. This is going to be a merchantman. Just waiting on gold to come in. There we go. So that's queued up there. And that seems okay. So now what I want to do is I want to get these guys down to Jeddah. And we're going to have to wait a while, but that's fine. So yeah, it's this area down over here that we really struggled with. Once we got up here, though, it was fine. So we managed to get there with a bunch of ships, but that was painful. No doubt about it. So we need to get this last coring going. That'll be fine. And the next question is, how are we doing on our institution spread? Well, we can see a bunch of places have this embraced already. So that's a bit painful for us, for sure. We need to get manufactories as soon as possible. This is why we're losing great power status, for the record. So we need to get this done, but it's embraced in 0 provinces right now. It's just a matter of time at this point. So we need to get these ships here, but how long is that going to actually take? It's probably going to take a while, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can only make 4 at a time here? Okay. Yeah, that's going to be a little rough, for sure. Manufactories has now appeared in Aqaba. That's fantastic. What percentage is that? That's in 2.7% of our development. Okay, so that spawned here, but that means that it's going to be spreading much more quickly out over this way. It's also going to be spreading up in Italy fairly quickly, so we should be starting to see that come in soon. We're going to need to save up money for that, or sell Crownland. That's another potential option. Let's go ahead and set an agenda. A base tax in Yafo. Or a base production in Corsica for building a shipyard in Corsica. That seems decent. We'll do that. So there's 1 galley and 2 transports here. So let's move this galleot over to our combat fleet, which probably needs an upgrade. And then let's move these transports out over here. We definitely need to get some cash going. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a chunk of these. I don't know how many actually came, and the leader did not join. Okay, or did he? This has no leader. Okay, cool. So that's what we want to see. We want to just sail this right on down over here for now, because I want to eliminate this force. There we go. So that's gone, and now we can mothball this fort. And then we can reattach this and bring this right on up over here. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll get these guys back to drilling here, and this is at 28. Cool. We can do a land seizure, and I would absolutely like to get this on cooldown. Yep, timing looks good. No problem there. And then these can be grouped together. Eventually, well, actually, this light ship, this should be grouped together here. I hit the G key. Apparently, we can't merge them when they're in the same location. Okay, let's have them head over to Tripoli. We'll just have them meet up there. There we go. Why is there a galley here? Get out of here, galley. Okay, that should be correct then. Light ships only? Yes. So now I want these probably with an admiral. I'd like these to protect trade, and this is probably still going to be... Actually, Aleppo is slightly better. Alexandria is the best yet. Yeah, go to Alexandria. So that looks good. We'll group these together. Eventually, we'll want to upgrade these. That's going to be a lot of money. That's absolutely understood. We can sell titles, although I don't think we want to just yet. Yeah, I don't think we want to yet. So we've currently got 3 merchantmen up over here, and we want this to get up to 40. So that's going to be kind of slow. No doubt about that. We've got 7 here. Oh, hello. I didn't realize that we had these. These must be Corsican fleet members. So we can get a couple of heavy ships down here. This is 5 transports. So that's a couple that we don't actually need to build. And then we've got these 3 here. So we're now up to 8 transports there. We've got these 2 light ships down here protecting trade. I'm not terribly concerned about that. So that seems good for now. We are going to definitely want to boost up our number of merchantmen here to 40. But for the moment, that seems like that might be a little bit of a low priority. We're only making 3 ducats per month right now 4. And this corruption is going to be gone in the next year or so. And our overextension is a good chunk of that too. When's that going to be gone? Soon is the answer. Okay, so we have a lot of desires financially right now. I want to spend money on a lot of different things. We can embrace manufactories. That's going to be expensive. It's probably worth it. But the question is, are we in a position where we actually need it? In 7 years, yeah. And we just got 20% institution spread. Wow. Okay. We're on 45% institution spread. Okay. We should probably just let this spread for a little bit. As it's embraced in more of our development, this is going to get better and better and better. So what's it at in Rome right now? In Rome, it's at 79.51. That's going up fast. So Navarra rivaled us. I like it. Well, I don't necessarily, but it's fine. I'm not terribly concerned about it. Right now, what we're really interested in is getting that corruption gone. So let's get that rooted out in full, and then we'll start investing that money. There's a core coming in. That's a big deal. That's going to reduce our overextension. 8.8, 9.08. Yeah, that's looking great. So now we can see that we're up to 14.4% of development here. 18.5% of development. And this is just going to keep going. Where are these rebels? Susian separatists, huh? Okay. And also, good old generic underscore rebels underscore demand. That's great. We love it. So that's all seeming absolutely fine for right now. But we do want to get these cores completed, and we want to get these manufactories embraced. We're at 18.5%. We're already dropping this price, so that looks good. Yeah, we've got a number of locations that we absolutely do want to have this in. So for the moment, we're not in a rush to get this done. What we are wanting to do, though, is increase the size of this fleet here. If I can select it. There we go. I'm just going to bring it to 10 for right now. Although, we'll bring it up to 40. We'll get that queued up. We'll get that fully on the way in, and that should be good. So that seems great for right now. And this fleet is still being worked on. So that seems okay. And we want to absolutely be continuing to build manufactories where we can. Where can we build them? 2 locations are kind of mediocre. Okay. More than kind of. They're very mediocre. There's some good, great synagogues that we absolutely do want to build. So we'll get going on that. But now our corruption is gone, and we're making loads more money. So that looks absolutely great. Army professionalism reduction? I don't actually care about the well, that's a long time, actually. Until 1671, we'll lose the army professionalism. It'll come back. I don't think we even lost a threshold here. So, that looks good. So there's the Suzian separatists down over here. We're going to have to walk down there. They popped on the location with the fort, which is unfortunate. But when is this battle going to occur? 9 May? Okay. So our master recruiter died, and yeah, they took that. That's very rude of them. But we do need a new, actually, discipline plus 5%. Israeli is not an accepted culture? What? Only laws is an accepted culture. I'm going to go ahead and promote Israeli. There we go. We'll use the military as workforce here. We can definitely afford that. We just finished a mission, apparently, and that mission was Jewish diaspora. Oh, okay. Cool. So that's a lot of power. We'll definitely take that. Looks great. So we'll get this finished and get this fort taken back. It's very rude, but, you know, whatever. So we can convert another province, which we should absolutely do. Oh, we got it back already. That's, I guess, because there wasn't a month tick. Cool. I'm glad we didn't have to siege that. That's very, very good. So at this point, I really do want to do... Fars is demanding unlawful territory again. No. Absolutely not. Get out of here, Fars. Stop it. Okay, so we're going to enable army drilling again. Perfect. And now the question is, how long before we actually want to do this? It's down to about 3,000 ducats. So that's looking good. We're at about 32% of development. I think we should just save up money and then go for it. Without doing, like, a sale of titles or anything like that. Just toss money at it the normal way. So that seems absolutely fine. There's a core finishing. Excellent. And manufactories is spreading extremely quickly right now. 45% increased spread rate. We can make a state down over this direction, which we do definitely want to do. Zaklumia has gotten manufactories. Good job, Zaklumia. And we're going to get all of these made into full cores. So we're going to have a rebellion out over here relatively soon. I'm going to stop drilling these lads. That seems fine. We can also grab our next military technology. I'm not convinced that we want to. We don't have an idea to spend it on, though. We're still 4 years ahead of time. We're 2 technologies away from another idea group. I'm going to drop administrative ideas, and I'm going to grab, I think... I'm leaning towards, like, offensive or aristocratic ideas. Aristocratic gives us the cavalry combat ability, national manpower modifier. I'm thinking offensive. I want better leaders. So that'll give us land leader fire, land leader shock. It'll give us prestige from land battles, sure. Siege ability is great. Land force limit modifier, discipline. This is all very good. Let's go for that, and we can start filling out bayonet leaders. We could also immediately go for national conscripts, and I think we're going to. So that sounds absolutely wonderful. And then checking in on the status of our institution, it's now costing under 3,000 ducats. We're almost halfway there. Beautiful. So that's looking absolutely great. It is time to put a cut in here, though, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to embrace manufactories, and then we're going to be going for some of these techs here in about 4 years. But I definitely want to be scoping out another war, probably off in this direction, fairly soon. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Dark Horse, Ethan Feldman, Aurelio, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge, STL, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.